Hi everybody, I'm Tim from troutandfeather.com, and in this episode of From Vise to Water, I'm going to show you a really neat way to store your fly and your leader when you're out fishing. Stay tuned. So, you just finished fishing one of your more productive spots on one of your favorite waters, and you're about to move to another one. So what do? Typically, you'll start to reel in, you'll grab onto your fly, you'll place it in your hook holder, then you'll finish reeling in. And then what sometimes happens, and what typically happens to me, is that you'll reel in so much of your line and your leader that your leader will start to come through that tip top, and then when you get to your new spot, you'll take your fly out and you're gonna try with everything to get the rest of your fly line out of that tip top, because no matter how minute of a knot you may have between your line and your leader, it tends to get stuck between your tip top and that second guide down. Now there's lots of strategies to really help get it out once you get it there. I typically will just put my rod down, walk up to the tip, and then work it out that way, but I have a much better strategy for all of you to try. So whatever I do whenever I'm fishing, say I have, we'll say about 15 to 20 feet of line out. I'll reel in until I have about 15 feet of line. That includes the fly line and the leader out. And then what I'll do is, I'll take my fly and I'll pull it straight down towards the butt end of the rod. Then I'll wrap my tippet between the butt and the reel. Then I'll bring the fly up and I'll keep going the whole way up to the first guide in front of the cork. And I'll lock it in place right there. So now what I've done is I've extended my leader, so more than likely all of my leader is out of the rod guides. And that's really nice, because then when I get to my next spot, I can simply unhook this fly from that first guide, unwrap it from around the butt, cast out, extend my fly line, extend my casts, and start fishing immediately. So it's something that really speeds up my fishing and gets me just back into those fish as quickly as possible. Now, if you tend to use your hook holder, I'm not going to say that's a bad thing. In fact, there are times where I'll wrap it around and place it immediately into the hook holder, but I tend to use longer leaders, especially whenever I'm tight line nymphing. And regardless of how long the rod is, in fact, this one's around 10 foot or 10 foot 6 inches, I have these really long leaders. So I really want to get as much of them outside of the guides as possible, so it'll be that much easier whenever I try to get my fly line out as well. I really first learned about this strategy whenever I was at a bamboo rod gathering. I love to build bamboo rods, and whenever you're at these gatherings, you're just kind of standing around and talking with others, and everyone's just casting rods. Then I went to rehook the fly onto the fly keeper, and I realized that rod didn't have one. And I talked to the maker, and that gentleman told me that he chose not to simply because bamboo fly rods on average tend to be a lot shorter. We're talking anywhere from that 6 foot to 8 foot range. Think about a dry fly leader. They're going to start around 9 or 10 foot. So you're immediately having this big leader outside of your fly line, and then you have a little bit of it scooping back inside your guides. And with the bamboo rod, whenever you're trying to get your leader and your fly line outside of that tip top and you're whipping it back and forth, disaster can definitely happen. So I've noticed over the years that a lot of bamboo rod makers will not put this hook holder on their rod because of that very reason. They want to make sure there's as much leader outside of the tip top and those upper guides as possible, really to protect the bamboo. So there's lots of different reasons why this works. This is a little strategy that I use whenever I'm trout fishing, whenever I'm bass fishing, whenever I'm saltwater fishing. It just gets my fly and my line back into the water really quickly. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down below in the comments section, or you can email me at tcammisa@gmail.com. If you'd like to watch more videos like this, you can check out my website, troutandfeather.com, click on Fly Tying Videos, and then click on the From Vise to Water series. Basically, these are videos to really help you as you move away from the vise and you're out fishing, and we really want to help to speed up your fishing, make you a little bit more efficient so you can catch more fish. That's the gist of this game. I also have Facebook and Instagram. They're both under the Trout and Feather heading. So everybody, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see all of you next time.
I